All right, here we are again. You're listening to Tidbits. That's Tidbits. Tidbits. And you have with you two personalities from Opinion Paper, our executive editor, Rose de la Cruz, and yours truly, Vivien Mangalindan, known as Miss V. And Rose has a column called Bare Truth. No ifs, no buts. Your truth from her perspective and all her research. From my end, well, I love stories, talking, conversing, and my column is called Candid Conversations on the spot, spontaneous, impromptu. Two very different personalities, but we look at the world in the same direction, meaning we have an opinion about anything and everything, but in different ways. So let's hear from Rose. Rose, happy Monday.
Hi, I hope you'll find our talk today interesting.
Of course, we're going to have various perspectives on particular topics. Hey, you know what, Rose? People ask me, Miss V, why did you call your column Candid Conversations? So I told them, because I'm a candid person. Okay ba, Rose? Parang candid camera, me,
Mhm.
candid conversations. I said, oh yeah, you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime about anything. And then they said, bare truth. Wow, that's really tough stuff. So let's ask Rose. Bare truth means what to you? So tell people, um, what's with bare truth?
Uh, I named my column Bare Truth because I just give a researched information that I impart, and
Ah,
at the end of the column, I give my opinion.
there you go. So you make sure that you give the people all the ingredients so they know where you're coming from.
Right.
Interesting. So, were you always into research and writing, or how do you choose a topic or field or subject?
Well, for one, I make it a point that it's something of general interest, and then secondly, something I feel so passionate about.
So, when you were doing writings over the years, because I know you've been writing for decades, who chooses the field that you write about? Let's say, is it hair and makeup? Is it cooking? Or is it law? Who chooses that for you? Do you choose, you say, bossing, I want this? Or do they say, can you cover particular fields?
When I was in my early years in journalism, I was assigned to cover a place, a topic. But then later on, uh, when I already had a full grasp of practically the entire spectrum, minus the lifestyle and the leisure ones, the serious ones, I started doing it on my own, no one telling me what to do.
So you can choose.
Yeah, on my own, yes.
Ah, for example, so you can choose you want law, you want agri. What would be, like you said, you don't cover lifestyle and what?
Lifestyle and leisure.
Okay, so now people, now you know. You can see how two extremely different people can be in the same newspaper. Because I'm the social person and Rose is the one who's going to give you the hard truth, right?
Yeah.
I would say,
Same.
Rose, I'm the one who goes around and picks up tidbits of information, right?
Yeah.
And you, as Rose, would be the one who looks around and does research and also picks up on certain tidbits and puts it together to
Right.
deliver your column, right?
Right. Right.
Ah, so then we should tell people that you need all kinds of people who are different because can you imagine, Rose, if we're the same, how corny naman, di ba?
Mhm, mhm.
So I think our message for today would be for people who say, I don't like her. We have nothing in common. I think, Rose, our statement would be, we're so glad we have nothing in common so we can deliver a more holistic perspective. How do you
Yes.
think that works? Yeah? Diba?
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct. Sounds good. I think, Rose, we want to send a message to people. Next time you meet someone who's extremely different from you, say, thank you. I can learn something new.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Well, you know, as they say, you learn a little of everything from everyone. Even a person who's naughty, meaning, not of your wavelength, you still can gather something from him.
Definitely. And if you still remember from what was it, 60s or 70s, Desiderata,
Yeah.
it, you learn something from everyone, bits and
Mhm.
pieces. And I tell people, actually, as a closing line, senior citizens like us, we can learn such wisdom from the simplicity of the mind of a very honest 5-year-old. Diba?
True. True.
Sometimes I'll tell 5-year-old, you like my dress? The answer is, Tita, no. Patay.
Mhm.
Just being
True,
honest, right?
brutally. Yeah.
Just be, I tell people, why should I get mad at the kid? I'm the one who asked, right?
Mhm.
I'm the
Yeah.
one who asked. So that's my lesson for today. And that was a candid conversation with a 5-year-old. So give me your little tidbit of advice. My advice is listen to everyone and then choose wisely. But just listen, di ba?
Mm.
Don't build the wall. For you, what's your little tidbit of learning for our listeners today? Just a short one.
Okay. First step, listen. Second step, validate, meaning research.
Yes,
Then form your own.
there you go. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Rose de la Cruz, executive editor of Opinion, says number one, listen. Number two, validate. Number three, form your opinion.
Yes.
Sounds good. Looks like you have a school coming up, Rose. Yeah, hey, thanks for that. But that's what works. Tidbits of learning. And because I love candid conversations, now you're beginning to see this is our second episode. These are learning conversations, or if you want to call it conversational learning, every time Rose and I make time to be with you. Sounds good, Rose?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Bottom line is people who are extremely different can come up with a new recipe, and that's what you have. Tidbits.
Okay.
Sounds like a salad, Rose. Sounds like a salad. Hey, thanks, Rose. Love you for the time and effort that you put as we
Thanks.
engage with our listeners and readers of opinion. Okay, okay?
Thanks for listening. Till next time.
Yes, and I'll be with you again next week. So, people, listeners, and readers of opinion, I hope you enjoyed this learning conversation and conversational learning with opinion executive editor Rose de la Cruz with her column Bare Truth, and yours truly, columnist on opinion with my column called Candid Conversations. You will find this recording in the YouTube channel called Show and Tell with Miss V. Until next time, I love you. Mabuhay!